Let's go somewhere far away. Keep me on your wavelength on our own continuum. Let our odyssey begin. Take me where the view is clear, up where the air is thinner. I'm your astronaut and you're my oxygen. Oh, you lift me up, you take me high. You're with me every day and night. With you I'm always flying through a new dimension. Just look around at what we found. You say we've only just begun. So close your eyes in 3, 2, 1. 'Cause I don't care if we never reach a planet. I don't care if we never touch the ground. It's not unknown. A final destination. All I want is to light with you around. Take me up to the stars, take me up to the view. Come and dance in the sky with no idea where we're headed to. Take a walk on the sun, live a day on the moon. 'Cause I don't care where we go, just let me get lost in space with you. I wanna see the stars. Take a walk on the sun, live a day on the moon. 'Cause I don't care where we go, just let me get lost in space with you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going a little bit insane right now. Oh my gosh. Did anybody see? I've like only just found this out, by the way, so I'm like not with it yet. I'm not with it at the moment. I was getting ready and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this again. It encourages me to like actually get my work done, and my like self-imposed deadline for all the Aftershock update is this Sunday, right? I need to get it all ordered by then. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna get it done, gonna get it out there. And then like half an hour ago, I think it was Low Freeze sent me a message in the Cookies Discord with a screenshot of his thumbnail. I am like, I'm still processing, I'm not gonna lie. 1 second, if we go to this one, I can show you. Look at that. There's actually no way. I saw it and I was like, hold on, hold on just 1 second. There's no way that that's what I think it is, right? It fucking was. Like, what? I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing yet, but 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 like you can see, I watched to the point where they were showing it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm not, yeah. I'm actually going crazy. Right, okay, we're gonna get on with stuff though. We are still capable of like getting on with things. 1 second, I need to switch back over, don't I? Okay, this is fine. We are capable of being very calm about this. This is fine, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I'm just like, all the hard work pays off, you know? Like, that's crazy. That's actually insane. Yeah, I feel like my words are gonna be not here, unfortunately, because what? Yeah. 1 second, the music's like so dramatic. The lovely Chaos sent me a playlist that we can use so that we don't get any copyright. So hopefully it's a fun one. It's got some Gideon stuff on it like we were listening to yesterday, but it's also got some other like similar stuff on it. So yeah. But yeah, I did finish this yesterday, and then this morning I worked on it a little bit more as well. So I have finally got one of the keychains done at least. I've got both the vampires one, which was basically done yesterday, and I decided to add the text to it too. And then I've got the Hogwarts version here. I'm not sure how I feel about the cape or the coat on Martin either, because I was like, I don't want them to have the super long capes and coats that I would usually give them, because like, oh, I've just realised that if I do that the screen switches. I'm really indecisive about the music. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Do I need to turn that up? Let's turn it down a bit while I'm still yapping. But yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, so we've got this ready. We've got Hogwarts, we've got vampires, both versions of them on there. So that's that done at least. Do I need to turn it down a tiny bit more or not? I think it's fine. Yeah, it'll do for now. Anyway. Oh my gosh, like I said, my brain is not going to be here. So that's ready. That's ready to be a keychain. So we've just got to move on and try and get as many of them done as we can before Sunday. I did want to show real quick as well. I did finish some. Please load. Thank you. Some TMA stuff as well. So these will be coming. I've not decided what I'm going to turn these into yet. Like, obviously I'll do stickers of them both, but probably we'll do keychains too, since they're popular characters. We've got both Martin and John. I don't know what this style is. It's similar to my usual one, except I really couldn't decide on an expression for either of them because it's quite simplified, so I just ended up going with them little blob eyes. So yeah, that's those guys. They're ready to go. So they will be coming out as well, because I feel like even though they're not the in every universe thing, they do fit with the generalness, you know. So those will be. Oh, I'm still like, oh, my brain isn't here. Give me a second, I'm gonna have a drink. Okay, right, we're calm. It's fine. This is fine. I'm not. Yeah. yeah. We're just gonna draw and get on with it, and hopefully my brain will calm down. Like, was genuinely shaking when I first saw it as well, so Jesus. Let's work on these guys today. That's the right sketch, isn't it? Oh my gosh, my nose is running out. I'm not like, oh, I'm still... Sorry, my brain is still like processing, because that's crazy. That that's crazy. I'm like so proud of myself for it as well. Okay. Can anyone remember what Lizzie's Joel's design actually looks like? Oh, that's a question. Maybe we'll leave them for now and we'll do a little bit of Flower Husbands instead, because obviously I remember what their designs look like.
It's great back at it again with a new life episode. Tell your friends, let me hear those clips. It's time to talk about the way we live 6 lives and changing every day we die. You can be your Trixie, you can be your slimy, you can change again every time you die. But just be careful now, you're running out of laps, cause you've only 6 until you only one. Anything you want. Live from dusk till dawn. When you're gone, you come back and be somebody. Say you're gone and you be somebody new.
That eye does not look quite right. Also, we'll be finishing like super like promptly today at 7, because then I've got to go and get tea before the Viva La Vida premiere at 9. So that's fun. I'm actually so excited for that one. Like, it's been genuinely in the works since like before Injured Crow. It's crazy.
But I'd rather be an upgrade for my sake. Build a factory or build a gallery. What is next will depend on what I'm gonna be. I tell the world everywhere that I go. I'm living life like a feet unwavo.
Help how the noses work. I think like my brain's forgotten everything, like everything about the world ever. Still in processing mode. Actually, no, his mouth's gonna be like, because he's speaking.
I was sleeping like a nosy neighbor, do no labor, stick my nose up in your business, see you later, eavesdropping in the backyard, reading papers, people say that I'm intrusive, they just hate it, I'm keeping up with all my neighbors like they do with Kardashians, I've been up all up checking Facebook, commenting on the fashion, they say that I'm breaking the privacy, then why are they nice to me when I tell them I got a PhD and being too nosy with peeps, I got a love for snooping, kick down doors like SWAT team whooping, ground like day, I'm a time is looping, don't rush out cause I gotta be grouping, sleeping all day, I'm ass be drooping, got a lot of time, my man's like a Rolex, life is the
Also trust that if I could lip sync to this, there would be a project to it. But I can't. I have tried. For snooping, kick down doors like SWAT team whooping, ground like day, I'm a time is looping, don't rush out cause I gotta be grouping, sleeping all day, and my ass be drooping, got a lot of time, my man's like a Rolex, life is limited and I'm within the complex, speaking for the license, say that I was sleeping like a nosy neighbor, do no labor, stick my nose up in your business, see you later, eavesdropping in the backyard, reading papers, people say that I'm intrusive, they just haters. trying to use my own strange looking hands as reference. Right, he's holding out a flower. I know you can't see me doing this, but I'm literally trying to make that pose. Okay, I don't think his thumb would bend back like that. It would probably rest over the top of his other fingers. It's hard because the hand that you can see from the front of this drawing is the hand that I would hold my pen in, so it's hard to use it as a reference because I'm drawing with it. This is where we take pictures in advance, but my phone is currently being used as a second monitor, so we can't do that. Also, I think I've made his arms slightly too long in the first sketch I did. So we're gonna fix that and put his hands here. Oh my gosh, I finally managed to get handed in a load of stuff that I had deadlines for uni today. Kaz, hi! Have you seen Doc's new video? Have you seen it? Go do it. Wait, I can show. Here 3 days. Oh yeah, I originally wasn't going to be doing any of the art ones, but because I have to get all of the stuff done for the update, it really helps me to be on here while I'm drawing, because otherwise I'll just get distracted. I'll also be here tomorrow actually, because we're joining Creator Craft, but then after that there probably won't be another one till like for like another week, so it's tricky because I'm just coming back to it, so it's kind of difficult to say like how many there are going to be more regularly. Yes, it is my app. I literally found out about this like half an hour before I went on here as well, so I'm like still like processing. Wait 1 sec, I'm gonna have a drink. But yeah, it's the print that the art that I'm gonna turn into a print that I was working on. Oh my god, word! That I was working on over Christmas. Do it again. I mean, it was chai latte. Does that count? Can't stay long sure at orchestra. Oh, that's cool. What instrument do you play again? Yeah, does it count if it's chai latte? It's got water in it, right? Well, a little bit. It's mostly milk, but you know. Okay, right. Well, I've had some more, so hopefully that counts. Yeah, I love it too. When we were I went up to London, or down, obviously, down to London a while ago. Not a while ago. My words are like dead, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, because I'm still freaking out over the thumbnail thing. But yeah, so in between Christmas and New Year, I went to go see the theatre thing of the Hunger Games, and while we were down there, we went to this like chai stall that did. Oh, it was so nice. Because usually, if I'm having it, it's from like a powder, right? But they were like brewing it on the. Oh, it was so good. Usually with coconut milk. Yes, you get it. You were so hard to break out. Yes. Well, I'm just like I had to post this image on like 4 different social medias, and then eventually he saw the one that was on Reddit and reposted it to his Twitter, and now it's the thumbnail. I'm actually going insane. I was a tiny bit like not disappointed, but like basically in the video he's credited me to my Reddit that I never used, that's like under one of those auto-generated names. So that's a bit unfortunate, but still, I'm still like, oh my gosh. And now I'm trying to figure out how to draw a hand, and my brain is just not computing. I saw that bit, I didn't think it was, and then I did see it. Oh my gosh, right. Finger would be a little bit Oh my god, this looks like a mess. But I promise you that's not how my hand actually looks.
What a beautiful day, I got the sun on my face and it shines so bright like a rainbow in the sky. Oops, I died, but I came back to life, but I changed, it's fine, it's an afterlife. Got a new origin, what will I turn into? Ride on the air, it really goes like choo-choo. Only spent 100 hours building the tracks, but in the end, hold on, I gotta take a breath. You can be a giant, an ancient raccoon, or a piglin, thornling and iceling, it's so surprising. A child full of blaze, born a candy, a skull, born a fence, I'm a fairy, born a shulk, and many more. Avian, a fairy, and Darian, a Letrian, a ghoulie, and a Dullahan, and I don't want to start again. Illusioner, a villager, appling, mothling, this was so exhausting.
Oh fuck, I've drawn his thumb on the wrong side. What am I doing? I've given him like the opposite hand. Oh, I am not here. I am not here today, I swear. I was like maybe I should wait a bit until I've like fully processed and calmed down before we do anything, right? But obviously we've got the Viva La Vida premiere at 8, and if I started this much later then I wouldn't really have a lot of time, because the plan was originally I would start this at 7 and then I would start this at 4, go till 7, have enough time to make myself some food and then sit down for the premiere at 8. But then Frez sent me the bloody doc thing at like half an hour before this, so I was like, should I just come on here a bit later? But no. But no. Okay, usually nickname from the rooftops in the comments. Thank you. I did put a comment on it being like, oh my gosh, yay. By the way, my social's usually this. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. This is a waiting room, yes. I mean, yeah, it will be. I mean, I've realised that for the past few of these, I've been forgetting that I'm still looking at my own hand, by the way. I've been forgetting that raids are a thing, and I have a lot of friends who are working on projects at the moment that I'd love to send you guys over to, that I keep forgetting to do that. So I'll probably do that, but just bear in mind that yeah, the premiere will be not long after we're done. It'll be like an hour after I finish up on here. So I can kind of see that knuckle. Why do hands look like this? What? Oh help! Because the thumb is like here, right? I think. Is it a fucking Christmas song? What? Okay. Why do hands what? I promise you my hand genuinely looks like this, and I could not explain to you why or how. What is that? Oh, send help. Candles and candles, yeah, you're the flame in me, sweet Rosalia. I'll make 100 grand, trading products, how to man. Wondering really if the fans would you like some chiseled sand? No, meet me in the pan, plot into a van. I lost Molly to his hand, bring me Rand's head. Down in the lost grave, trying to find my way through the maze. Down in the sewers where the rats will wait to make their escape. Down in the long. Yeah, because like after we finished up yesterday, I clicked to end it and then I went on Twitch and I was like, wait, hold on, there's like 5 Ampersand SMP people who are literally live right now. Why did I not send anyone to them? So if there is anyone at the end today, then it will. Because a lot of the time people on Ampersand end up starting like as I'm finishing because of time zones. So it works well for raids at least, if I remember to do them. I promise you this is actually what my hand looks like. It's a poppy, right? How exactly do the poppies look? I also need to rotate this a bit. That looks like it makes slightly more sense now. Obviously, he doesn't need the like gap in his arm. Alright, I'll probably come back and try and fix that later, but we'll leave it for now. Let's put the other arm in. I want to have like the other hand like around the back of it, like framing it, if that makes sense. Like this is the hand, right? Yes. That's something I'm excited to see more of this year though. Misadventure's coming back. Because a lot of people have mentioned that they're going to start making content on that again. And I am here for that.
Beat up alone with the monolith. Cop fans got a basement underneath the tree scar made. False symmetries, got a mushroom hot eagle on a tree. There's a lot more Hamilton on the list of my Pika, Joe Hills, Carolus, and Ether Slip. Mumba Jumbo, Wells, Night Tango, Tech, Sisu, Mafoy, Tinfoil Check. IGF and Docm Green, Procent Moon, and XP Crafted, Zombie Cleo.
I think the thumbs are a little too thin.
85, Jim and Night, Stress Monsters, a death place, let's just say it's okay. Vintage beef, impulses, feet.
Ooh. I might need to make my own version of these steering playlists so I don't have to keep censoring that certain ex-hermit out of them. I found it. Okay, now that I've commented on that comment. Oh my gosh, have you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it'd be neat if he could change the link, but it's understandable if he does not see that. Yeah, it's like it's tricky as an artist because you want to get like as much recognition as possible, like, and something like that is an opportunity too, but obviously it's not going to happen if like you're not like credited. Not saying that he's not credited properly, he obviously has, but just it's unfortunate like that the one social media that you found it on was the one that I literally never use. Okay, what is wrong with this thumb? Hello? It's like almost right, but... Hello?
Don't breathe. Leaves fall down from a pill tree. Eyes can't eye what they can't see. One way, one pray. Don't look away.
I wonder if there's more hermits next season. I imagine there probably would be, just because they didn't add any this time. But it's also like understandable if they don't want to add anybody else. Because I know a lot of people for a while have been wanting people like Jimmy. Like me and my brother have talked about this before actually. How it'd be neat to see Jimmy on, but obviously, you know, a lot of the hermits have a certain style where it's like, you know, they have a particular something that they're very good at, and well, at the time me and Zach were talking about. Sorry, my voice isn't working. Considering said comment has 4 likes, it might gain enough traction to get to the top of the comments. I can see them not adding the season because it's too close. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see it. He's seen some or like one of my comments on videos before, so maybe. But yeah, I think it would be cool if they did. Who would you like to see added? Like, personally, I'm a massive fan of Jimmy, and at first, before season 10, I was like, you know, he's maybe not good enough at a particular kind of it to be added, but then obviously Skiz, so, you know, I don't see why not at this point. So I'd like to see him one day anyways. Is that arm too small? I think Jimmy's not well enough in my opinion. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, because for ages I was like, oh, he just doesn't like fit, because obviously most people on the server are either like super good at building or super good at redstone, you know, like most of them are one of those two types of people, right? So for ages I was like, oh, they won't add him, but then when they added Skiz, it's like, okay, well, maybe they will at some point, who knows. It's difficult because like they can't just add everybody who's friends with the people who are on the server, because obviously that's like one of them things where one person's friends with one person and then that branches out to another person and then another and then another, right? So I guess they do have to be like selective about it. Skiz came in with cool ideas, yeah, and it is that whole thing of like him and Impulse come as a duo, so you know, it does make sense. One second, I'm gonna have some of my tea before it gets cold. Words. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I did see. Who was it that said they? I've seen a couple of hermits say that they would like to see Jamal. So that's a possibility. Who was it? Obviously Joe, but there was a couple of others who mentioned on streams that they wouldn't mind seeing him. I think it might have been Green actually. So that would be neat. It's a little bit nepotism. Yeah. How all the hermits come together, and I think Jimmy would have earned the place. Yeah, because they've spoken before about how it's that like they all come together and they all have to agree, and with the amount of their events that he's been in at this point, I feel like, you know, one goofy one and one serious Jamal and Jimmy. Yeah, that would actually be such good additions. If that was what happened for season 12, then I would be so there for that. Like, I'd never seen any of Jamal's stuff before the season 10 tour, but since then, like, I've been loving it, so I would love that actually. That would be so good. Who else have I seen people mention? I'm just trying to think. I'm generally like, my mind has had it there, because obviously people talk about like the live series people who are not also in it, because I think at this point that's only Lizzie and Scott and Big B. I think those are the only 3 that are not. So I've seen people talk about those 3 specifically as well. Jamal on a forever world. Imagine the ending to that is Jamal going to season 12. Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, he is, isn't he? It's like insane looking as well. But Yeah, because he would definitely be like a serious, like, you know, incredibly good at what he does kind of addition, and then I guess, yeah, Jimmy is more on the lines of Skids, but I mean, from what I've seen, the stuff Skids has been making has been pretty cool, but I don't really watch his stuff, so I wouldn't actually know. Okay, what does Jimmy's superhero skin look like? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna put you on the other screen for a minute and I'm gonna look up. Where is it? There we go. Oh wait, the chatting screen still got the bloody... I was showing it off at the start. Let's turn that off. There we go, there I am. Let me look up Jimmy's skin. You'd think I know considering that I've played it, but no, I in fact don't remember. Here we go. To be fair, Jimmy had that whole Wild West Empire. Oh, from Empires 2? Yeah, that is fair. Wait, let's get back on There we go. That's correct, right? Yeah. So he got mad. Yeah, well, like I said, I've been watching him since around the first season of Empires. I've been watching him in a lot of his lives and stuff. Like he's probably one of my favorite like YouTubers in general, so but he has been improving so much. Hey, this song. I almost made a CP to this. But yeah, he's been improving so much. So like he genuinely could make something. Cause like back in Empires 1, like I remember seeing the swamp and it was just like it was like better than what I expected from what people had like mentioned in like Third Life and stuff, but still, you know, like not the same as people like Joels and Gems and stuff. But I feel like he's definitely improved so much. Wait, what expression was I going for here? This song is such a vibe, actually. Ironic timing. I love his scream as well. Is that too high? I think that is too high. Let's get a reference in. Doing me so much better in the Bull and Seeks, and it's definitely helping. Yeah, for sure. Like I oh yeah, what was the last Build and Seek? What did he do in the last one? My brain's like had a blank. I definitely watched it. Oh, I honestly can't remember. But no, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Sunglasses at funerals. Oh, I love it. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas Graveyard. Yeah. I didn't like that one so much, but in general, like, he builds better than me, like, by far, so. That's not saying much, because I'm awful, but, you know. He's, like, happy, nervous, right? Because he's, like, a little bit intimidated by him. Oh, this one. This song. This freaking song.
I'm gonna take that mustache away.
No comparing to others. Sorry. So equally though, like I have genuinely been trying to improve a lot recently, because like before oh, that nose is not it. Before ampersand, I didn't do a whole lot of building. I did mostly like interiors. So I'm definitely trying to get there. I need to get some plans in place for CreateCraft actually, because I have no idea what I'm going to do on there yet, and I'm actually training tomorrow. Hello, nose? Oh my gosh. Do I want his mouth open or not? I kind of want, like, Scott speaking. Or maybe I don't. I can't, I genuinely, brain is still not working. I want to move all of this down. I've decided that much. Just like a teeny. Hi! We are working on the double-sided keychains again. We finished the true bark ones yesterday and also this morning. So these ones. Song is reminding me of last year's MCOT meetup. Green kept stealing a his mustache. He had 6 mustaches. There was a pick out. There were 6 cosplays with him with my mustache on. I was Jimmy that day. Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm so excited to finally go to like one of the big Manchester ones this year. Oh my gosh. What expression do I even want here? This is why we don't do sketches or just art. Which Jimmy skin did you do? There we go, finally. That'll do. I don't think the soulless eyes are helping. Let's give him my balls. Okay, that's also equally not helped. Basic stuff, but it could be wrenches so easily. You need a canary crown. Oh yeah.
Singing la-di-da-di-da-di-day, the last one standing, put them on the stage. Don't do the mask, 'cause that's not a game, don't seems improbable. Pretty sure this mission's possible, but the cyberpunk city would be double O. Like an impulse, suddenly it hit my mind. Whoa. Yeah, I can lose it, I can earn it, but now I need a permit.
Right, what is wrong with his face?
I can lose it, I can earn it, but now I need a permit. I build it like a hermit.
Right, we're gonna move on to the outfit and we'll fix the face when I can figure out what's with it. You need to make a nameplate. Oh yeah, I see people with those, they're so cool looking. The only problem I have is if they're like, if I'm using it for like a video and then the name gets flipped, it's so annoying. But I might try and make some for like real life, because obviously then it's not gonna get flipped.
Two swords and a crown. Welcome to the second part with a new start and a new heart for the fine art. Building my part on the chart like a fresh start, so it apart in ways. Let me rephrase. I'll be starting out my building phase. It'll take days, suffer delays, but even Rome wasn't built in a day. They call me Caesar. I'm a best believer.
Yes, I know what I'm doing for the next few months.
I'm a goal achiever, and I like golden retrievers. This is CMPIRES.
Right, I'm gonna have to use my own hand again. Is it that one? Yeah, that would be his left hand. So this is the thumb.
Swords and a crown, you can never strike me down. This is my land, this is my home. Holding it close to my heart, this is my beautiful empire. Na 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 na
You know what? That hand is not horrific for a first sketch. Let's go.
Two swords and a crown. We're turning it down into double
He has
town.
gloves, right? He has like gloves and then a little white accent on the sleeve there. Is it like one of them? Like when I did my version of it, I just used like a long sleeve baggy like blue t-shirt, but I think it's more meant to be like one of them skin tight like superhero costumes, isn't it? Oh dear, I'm gonna have to like actually know anatomy for this. That is terrifying. We're gonna do our best. And then if all else fails, we'll switch to his other skin. Okay, so that, and then this is arm. It's the color kingdom chromia, built like a utopia. Colors and colors, I got no form of chromophobia. Two swords and a crown, it is time to sing. The idea is he has his hand like out, like a little, you know. I don't know what the words are to describe what I'm trying to say. Which arm is that? Oh, that's the right one.
Two swords, one crown, can't strike me down. Two swords, one crown, can't strike me down. Two swords, one crown, can't strike me down. Two swords, two swords. Two swords and a crown, you can never strike me down. This is my land, this
Okay, fingers are too short. Alright, something about that is not working. I think maybe I should make the thumb face the same direction. Oh wait, can I pick that up and just rotate it?
Oh, welcome to this big house full of rich just running around on 10 acres. Come meet the safety red, it's Jimmy and Lizzie the baker. Where there is Archo the poet and Scott the farmer, you know it. And Martin's mastering puns and Sniff is building for fun. Then there is Ollie rummaging in the garbage while Tubbo speeding down the hallway. Cause his food's on a shortage, negotiating with Shovel. Ill in her diplomatic bubble. Come meet Owen, Will and Crow. Oliver, Beck and a Poe, you know. Let's start the show. The Reds invading your home and they ain't taking it slow, so let's go.
I'm not sure the having the hand facing up thing is really working, is it? Maybe we should just have it down. I thought it'd be fun to have him doing the little, like, oh my gosh, lick with it out, but why does it look like a foot? Help? How about we just get rid of that and we'll start again?
Oh, I wish that I was just a little rat in a big house, like a tiny little rodent with a tail like a big mouse. So I wish that I could find my way back up to the attic, so I could get away from the residents who are acting erratic. I wish I'd never be locked up again in cages so little, so I can find myself among my friends and right in the middle. So let's be rats and be free, let's be rats, just you and me. Oh, I wish that I was just a little rat.
Okay. That's slightly better. Something along those lines anyway. We might, if we're lucky, be able to just cut off that hand as well. It depends how far down we want the illustration to go. Alright, so how do we draw blokes? Like, I feel like I always struggle with drawing men because, like, I don't actually know why. This arm is not long enough, I just realised. I think it might be because they don't have like the same curves that I can use to measure out where things should be to keep it in proportion. And also a lot of my practice with drawing people has come from drawing the life model that we have at on my course, and she's female, so I guess I've just had less practice with it as well, which is interesting. Like, how do men look? Is this a belt? This whole thing? Because maybe I could draw it kind of like a corset. Maybe I could have that arm reaching. Sorry, the arm is like really bothering me right now. I could have him maybe like reaching out a little bit. Oh, I think I like that more. I think his arm is a bit too small. But that sort of thing, right? I think I like that one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know what I might be able to put on.
Growing up, I always wanted to be tall, but the bigger you are, the harder you fall. Pull a card, 3 dots appearing at the start. Time to change up the rules and call them my heart. How many courses in this meal does the flavor not appeal? Every bite a new reveal, the hunger that's for real. Trails and traces on the road, just don't let it get too close. Cause no matter where you go, it'll always come along. You got a wild heart, you've been living on the edge. You got a wild card, maybe that's the way to live. Look on the bright side, I just have to admit we live in a wild life.
We'll leave the wildlife on for a minute though.
Slow it down and speed it up for a while. I got a tendency to run, but now I'm walking to town. Every question you ask, I think I'm up for the task. Raise your umbrellas up high and rain them down from
The only thing
sky.
about
Swap
this
'em
pose is
out.
that you can't really see that
Don't
X,
look down. You see a
but I think it'll be
lot
okay.
of 'em on the ground. If I had superpowers, I could run
And
even
that-
faster than light.
kind
But
of
at a snail's
thing.
pace, my life slowly getting wild. You got a wild heart, you've been living on the edge. You got a wild card, maybe that's the way to live. Look on the bright side, I just have to admit we live in a wild life. We live in a wild life. We live in a wild life. La 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 life. We live in a wild life. La 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 life. We live in a wild life. La 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 life. We live in a wild life.
Okay, I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, and like every adventure, you know that the end is nigh. Oh, just know that the ending is yours, so make it wild.
I think I'm gonna put, where is it? I'm gonna put Gideon back on, because that was fun yesterday.
All it takes is flipping the switch, throwing it out there to see what sticks. What's a new creation without
There we go.
taking on risks? Write it all down, say it out loud. Just flip the switch, flip the train of travel on the way. My train of thought won't be delayed. Step out of time now to find out just what these hands can make. I've seen 6 spinning walls, decked out factory halls, all over clockwork works like all through the day. Meetups has his buildings, setup has his wits. Tango's engineering as good as Corrales' bits. So if you don't have anything, find the place that fits.
Oh wait, I need to draw the flower.
Don't fit anywhere, you'll find the right way to see.
What does the poppy actually look like?
Throwing it out there,
Let me get a reference. Give me 2 seconds.
what's a new creation without taking on risks? Write it all down, say it out loud. Just flip the switch, flip the. Can't always wait for inspiration, but you gotta stop first to then leave the station. Use the building blocks in your toolbox. You got a lot of options if you place them out. You're the first to lose your own patience. If gears are spinning, no moments wasted. No one else can throw a wrench in your process, and I feel like I keep mentioning it. But Meetups has his building, setup has his wits. Tango's engineering as good as Corrales' bits. So
There we go.
if you don't have anything, find the place that fits. And if you don't fit anywhere, you'll find the right way to see through it. By flipping the switch, throwing it out there to see what sticks. What's a new creation without taking on risks? Write it all down, say it out loud. Just flip the switch, flip the.
Alrighty. Do we want anything in the background for them? The only thing I could really think of would be like their little cottage. But then what would that be in the Empire's version? Oh, it's not cottage, is it? It's a little like hobbit hole in a wall.
My bed of springs is where I'm set. My pillow lost beneath my head. No falling into dreams, I said. To stare at a colorless sky of speckled stars and banks.
Because you could have like the hillside going up, and then that would give us a little bit more space to work with. You know, to change things about if we need to. But equally, I kind of want their silhouettes because I don't think they change too much. Apart from his antlers, but they're a problem for later, so. I guess I could just have a heart. Just Slicer, isn't it? And then for Empires, the heart would be I'm not sure, it's just the moon in the background of the tree bark one really helped with not like with being able to switch up what was on the inside a little bit if I needed to. Because obviously for the outline it needs to be the same outline on both of them and to be the double-sided keychain, right? There's too much thinking for me today, my gosh. Brain is still not here. We could have a flower and then maybe that could be like a snowflake in the other one, maybe? Like if we have a really big version of the poppy, right? But have it so that the poppy bit here and goes down like that. Then that shape could be like snowflake? No, that doesn't really work. Brain is not here, my gosh. You know what, we'll leave that problem for later and we'll line it like we did with the Docm one, and yeah, that'll be our later problem. Let's just get on with it. I might also need to grab a reference for Scott's skin real quick as well. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to check his eye, because I think I remember flipping it before and being like, hold on, his eye isn't clear, right? It looks a bit squashed. Let's put this one in properly. He looks more depressed than slightly worried. Oh my god, that's another one of his songs. Crazy.
Buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. We'll break all of your stuff and then we'll cover it with eggs. All will soon say buttercups, the buttercups for the win. Assemble a team of those who face the screaming of the goat. Enough of his scheming, time to meet him toe to toe. So we'll build upon these walls to stare him down. The goat and the fallen crown. Every falling block, oh how high, needs to reach the ground. So while we're around, the buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. We'll break all of your stuff and then we'll cover it with eggs. All will soon say buttercups, the buttercups for the win. Buttercups, the buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. So lead me to the goat, and I'll make sure he's all fed up with buttercups. Buttercups for the win. Give me a stick and I'm building a pot to fight Doc with the battle bot. No Nanaska's ideas caught, hit like a hot guy, arrow shot. Her mambo, now he's all involved. Soon as he joined, it all devolved. Awaiting just a final brawl. Too bad that pearl can help us all. So we'll build upon these walls to stare him down. The goat and the fallen crown. Every falling block, oh how high, needs to reach the ground. So while we're around, the buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. We'll break all of your stuff and then we'll cover it with eggs.
What is wrong with this eyeball? Oh my god.
The buttercups for the win. Buttercups, the buttercups aren't
It looks slightly better than it did before, but it's still not quite right.
so lead me to the goat, and I'll make sure he's all fed up with buttercups. Buttercups for the win. What's the perfect name? A blend of innocence and malintent. The spark lighting our flame. A match for our predicament. What's the perfect name? A blend of innocence and malintent. The spark lighting our flame. A match for our
You know what? It's growing on me.
innocence and malintent, spark lighting our flame, a match for our predicament. The buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. We'll break all of your stuff and then we'll cover it with eggs. All will soon say buttercups, the buttercups for the win. Buttercups, the buttercups aren't your friends, and though it seems we might be, we're poisonous within. So lead me to the goat, and I'll make sure he's all fed up with
Welcome, Cookie. Still working on the shop update. It's definitely going to be a much more chill one while we get ready for joining Choreocraft tomorrow. And my brain is still like processing the whole doc thing. Ah. Crazy, actually crazy. Looks epic so far. Thank you. I've honestly been struggling a bit with this one, but we're making it work. Jimmy's bloody skin tight superhero suit definitely is not helping. OMG. Congrats on the doc thumbnail, that's such a cool achievement. Thank you! I'm so happy. It's crazy. I was genuinely like, when I saw it, like, there's no way. There's no way, right? Oh, crunch, okay. Oh! Yeah, I've learned that if that happens like any more than like 10 minutes into, then usually something is going to be loud because I'll have had my arms bent for too long. What on earth was the plan with this bit? Oh, maybe that. It's so hard. Sometimes I see my sketch and I'm like, what? That crunch sounded size. Also had a crunch myself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm never sure if it's like fully audible through the thing, but apparently this one was. It's my bloody arms. Like if I have them bent for more than like 10 minutes, then when I straighten them again, they go whew. I can literally move when I crunch, especially my wrists. They're the worst for it. For me, it's usually my ankles that are the worst. Like I literally every time they bend, they click, but they're not like the super loud, echoey kind. But the arms are usually a pretty frequent culprit as well. If I've been drawing. Oh yeah, my wrists are like really quiet clicks, not like crunch click. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like some of them are really loud and then they're not. But I know that the ones in my arms are like echoey because every time I stand up, my brother's like if I've been sat in the living room just like drawing when I used to live at home, if I stood up he'd be like, what on earth was that? I also have one that's in my hip that pops literally every step that I take, and I'm always so paranoid that that one's really loud, because to me it feels echoey, but to everyone else they're like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't sound like anything, but to me it sounds like I'm literally making like a massive echoey click with every step. It's so weird. Oh, my hips are the worst. They tend to pull out of place a lot as well as clicking. Yep. Well, the issue that I have with my hip at the moment is like, I don't know if you call it your hip technically, but it's like specifically where my thigh is like connecting to my waist, right? It literally is not in. And that's why it makes that noise when I walk. That there's nothing I can do about it. So it's kind of just like that at the moment. Only on one side, so that's fun. But yeah, at least that one's been confirmed to not be super loud, so there's that at least. Okay, we've got hair. Let's go. Oh wait, hold on, something's not right with the hair cliff. I literally breathed too hard the other day and put my fast. Okay, that is something, jeez.
We are the sewer cats of the deep dark underworld.
Oh, I love Scott's business. Is it a possibility I've made his quiff too big? Surely not. I'm honestly like, oh, it's bugging me. I'm really not feeling this drawing for some reason. I'm just like sitting here staring at it. Like, I don't want to carry on working something if I'm not gonna like it, because then it's just a waste of my time. But I'm too indecisive. Help. You know what, maybe we move on to a different one, or we go and do a pixel art bit for a minute and then we can come back to it. Because we have got options. We could start work on this one. Oh my gosh. I honestly can't remember their outside designs right now, so how about we start working on the vamps one? Baijiu. Okay, heard. Yeah, okay. Let's work on this one, because I feel like this one will be easier as well, because it's back view and front view. I don't have to do any 3/4 nonsense, and I also don't have to draw Jimmy in like a skin tight superhero costume, and that I can appreciate. So okay, let's try this then. I really like, I don't have this in my like wig fair, but I like the people like Otter who do the really like curly poofy hair for her, so I'm gonna do that. because that is the kind of hairstyle she had in her like official art that they had for the promo images anyways, so it would make more sense.
Soaking up the sky and griefing our earnings. When in pursuit of the man who makes them, we stumble through the darkened land with one false hand, watched everything explode.
I'm gonna keep talking about this through this entire time, but this is everyone's reminder that Vive la Vida premiere is in a few hours. I'm so excited! Poofy poofy, yeah.
I'm ready to fight a war, isn't that given? So go on and count the score. Tell me who's winning. You tell me the stakes, but I'm bored, so I poke the goat. And I've made mistakes before, always forgiven. Foot forward with my full force. You tell me the stakes, high war. So I poke the goat. Friction in my friendship, don't know how to mend these electric connections. Hit me where it hurts. You send me off to work. Call upon an old but welcome excellent invention. Send him a present. See if he gets that I'm not messing around. Oh no, here we go. I'm not messing around. I'm ready to fight a war, isn't that given? So go on and count the score. Tell me who's winning. You tell me the stakes, but I'm bored, so I poke the goat. And I've made mistakes before, always forgiven. Foot forward with my full force. You tell me the stakes, high war. So I poke the goat. Summon an army by saying his name. Infinite ammo from miles away. Flying beside him's a dragon he tamed. You poke the goat, you know who's to blame. Server breaking science, he'll be sure to prove. No matter where you're hiding, he'll find you. If you're online, your time here isn't safe. You poke the goat, and you knew what was at stake. I'm ready to fight a war. So go in and count the score. Who's winning? You tell me the stakes.
Credit in the hour between you getting off and the premiere, you have to watch Korean's episode 8. I know, but I have to finish Docs first. Like, I'm literally, my art is the thumbnail of it. I have to finish that first. I'm like, I watched the bit where he was like, here's the art, here's the art, and then I went and had a little happy panic moment and made myself a chai tea, and now we're here. So I haven't had a chance to finish it yet. So I'm gonna have to watch that first. Also, I have a thing in my brain where I have to watch them in the order that they were released as well. So if anyone else has posted before G, then I'll have to watch theirs before his as well. I literally like, I save all of the videos I see on my YouTube feed to watch later, and then go through them, like which one was posted in exact hours like before this one. It's cause like I know that they're probably not really going to be that much different, but I never want to be spoiled of someone else's something by someone else's something, you know? That's also fair, you'll get spoiled and stupid. Exactly. Oh, I almost said something that would have really spoiled something. Oh my gosh. This specific song reminded me of something, but I literally can't talk about it yet. So ignore me. As usual, please don't let me spoil things. This is actually going to be an issue because at some point I'm going to accidentally end up spoiling someone's project. Because if it's my own one, then it's okay, but if it's someone else's, then issues. She has poofy sleeves. I can at least remember the majority of her design from having to, make the whole outfit. Oh, and a technicality always falls. Exactly. Like, it just feels wrong, especially because I watch most of them. Like, I don't watch everyone, but I do watch most of them. In fact, do you want to see my... We're getting distracted, but that's okay. Do you want to see my spreadsheet? Which screen do I have to share so that I can share this? Give me a minute, my brain is bit. Wait, how? I got it. Just bear with me. It's probably all over the socials at this point, is it? I imagine he's probably blown up the sphere of things, right? Like, I don't mind that level of spoilers because it is predictable, and then that is kind of what I assumed would happen in the next episode. If we go back to just chatting when I can show you my spreadsheet. It should be that button. It is that button. Let's go. So this is my spreadsheet. It's not that. Oh, okay. That is surprising. But yeah, like, the people who were in the pink are the ones that I decided not to continue watching, because I, like, not that I didn't like them, but I did have to pick a few because I don't have time to watch all of them. So I went and I watched all of their first episodes, and I was like, these people I'm not gonna carry on with. And then this is everyone else. So I'm like pretty much up to date on everyone, or at least I was yesterday. But anything that's come out today, I probably haven't seen yet, just because I spent most of today drawing and working on shop update stuff, and also handed in all of my stuff for traditional media deadlines. So but yeah, this is my little spreadsheet. Credit to, I think it was Aves cuz who made this spreadsheet. So yeah, this is that. But yeah, beautiful video in 2 hours. 2 hours. Although I think that'll be 2.5 hours. But you know, that's my I'm still freaking out over this. I actually, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually no words. Anyway, let's get back to what we're meant to be doing. Hopefully it's sharing the right thing. Yes, I don't know if this was in her actual design, but the way I made her outfit was with a corset, so we're going to continue that, even if it might not be in the canon design. I can't remember. Because even though they do have, like, canon designs for vampires because of, like, the official promo art that they made, I do still like including my own stuff, because one of my favorite parts about making like fan-made stuff for, like, live series and stuff is that there aren't really any proper official designs. You have, like, you can take as many creative liberties as you want, and I really like that in comparison to, like, other fandoms. So I want to stick with that for this, even though they do have technically official designs. And mine will probably still be close to the officials anyway, so it'll still be recognizable. I don't think her skirt is going to be, like, the bottom of it anyway, is going to be in the finished thing, but I do want a bit of wind blowing, so. I think I'm going to have this arm going behind, and then the other arm with the axe being in front. Is that arm slightly too long? See, I'm already feeling the like, I don't know. This drawing just feels better already, do you know what I mean? Like, the other one just wasn't working. I want this hand to be, like, in a fist. So it would be like the back of the left hand. Now I need to twist my arm to be that back view. This is when it's good that your arm's bent in weird ways, because I don't think you should be able to see it from that perspective, but I can. Okay. Right. Something along those lines. Okay. The bit of the hand that goes down there kind of covers the front of the knuckles. There you go, that makes a bit more sense. Okay. Oh wait, which way do I even want that hand facing? Alright, let's think about this. Oh! Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but it did sound echoey, that one. Jeez. I might have to bend her arm slightly if I want to do the pose that I have in mind, so let's do that. Not like a ton, just a little bit, I think. I can't quite remember. Did she have a sword or an axe in that scene? Something in my mind's telling me she had an axe, but I might be wrong. When I did the painting of her from that scene, I did it with an axe. So let's just see. I might also slightly bend out the back arm as well because it just looks a little bit too stiff. It's tricky because I want her to look like a bit like stiff, like tense, but also she still needs to look like, you know, like a person that moves.
I built a machine, gotta lay low. This thing will cause a scene cause it's so slow. All the other hermits better cop out. I'm the only one who really knows the layout. It's not just a facade, a couple of blocks not built for hobbits, but a prophet or a god. I would really like an orange
Yeah,
belt,
okay.
maybe even red, but
I'm liking that
for
better.
now I'll stick with yellow instead.
And then I think I am gonna have to draw the whole of Owen.
There, but they snipe the button.
I think.
Maybe if there's TNT, it'll get them right.
Was he short-haired version of Owen at this point? I think he was.
All those days I've been AFK-ing. Yeah,
Let me grab a reference for him because I'm not quite as familiar with his design. Oh, I forgot that the Just Chatting still had that on it. There's the guy.
can't believe I got it. I'm the one who fought for it, and it finally all worked out. Can't believe I got it. I'm the one who fought for it, and it finally all worked out. Keep waiting there, but they snipe the button. Maybe if there's TNT, it'll get them running away from the mess he's made. With all those days I've been AFK-ing. Yeah, fighting a war, but it's so much more. It's the quest for the button. Keep waiting there, but they snipe the button. Maybe if there's TNT, it'll
There we go.
get them running
Found him.
away from the mess he's made. With all those
He has a ponytail. I forgot about that. I need to figure out how I'm going to do this with the whole flipping it to be a double-sided one thing. Let's put it back on. Put it back on here. Because basically, I need to make this the double-sided thing. I need to make it flippable. So I need to think about the shape of their hair and stuff. Because obviously in the Outsiders version, he had short hair. So I think I might need to just... I can't really just remove the ponytail. That's not really how that works. How am I going to do this? Because that top poof bit, right? That could mirror well to being his other hair. Oh, I know, 'cause it's... I'm having Apple in the background on the other one. I'm swapping where they are. It would still be short hair though. It takes a lot more thinking. This is why it was good the other time when I did this sketch before we started. Maybe we can have the ponytail so that it like falls down onto his shoulder here and then it won't actually like affect the silhouette. I think that could be... That should be the way around, I think. This sketch here is not very helpful. Not really giving us much to work with. Okay. Thanks, pass me. That's really helpful. We might have to just redo the base sketch for the head. Give me a minute. I do want that like really just unbothered facial expression. I felled some thousands of people with my bare hands. That guy. That sort of vibe, right? He's just like, yeah. He's bald right now, though. He needs some hair.
Something fell down from the sky today.
What does it all mean?
A meteor of magic drowned in
What on earth
mystery.
could HCBBS stand
So
for?
we don't know what it will unload or if it will explode and push us to a new season. It doesn't have controls and it speaks in code. So tell me what you believe in. HCBBSAS for the Hobbit Society. All praise infinity. HCBBS, take a guess and say it's
Because that bit there could easily become Outsider's Appo's hair, right? Like the silhouette of it. So we just need to make sure that the ponytail part that's for Owen specifically is like, more hidden. And I kind of want these on the same width, so let's just remove the original bald head. Because I don't want a crazy amount of layers. Otherwise my drawing tablet will not be happy with me.
lights are going down. HCBBSAS for a Hobbit Society. All praise infinity. HCBBS, just take a guess and say it's all about relaxing or the end of the world.
Hermitcraft Bumbo Banking Society.
HCBBS,
Hermitcraft Bumbo Banking Society.
I'm just gonna move that up.
What does it all mean?
The hermits are the same. They believe that I have changed. I've been working on my plans, my new demands. I've had time, what can I say? So when the server's up in flames, you'll know who to thank. Oh, isn't it obvious? With all the riches that I can claim, they'll truly call me Evil X. I make the rules and find those who follow them. My words act as commands / give me a second chance. This time you're falling further till I express my fervor. So when the server's up in flames, you'll know who to thank. Oh, isn't it obvious? With all the riches that I can claim, they'll truly call me Evil X. In this economy, I've introduced a currency, a true trial of trust and greed. The shadows follow me, why can't you hear he's listening? He twists my words behind the scenes. But the hermits are the same. They call me evil. Evil X. So when the server's up in flames, you know who to stay. Oh, isn't it obvious? It's obvious. All the riches that I can claim, they'll truly call me.
Oh shit, wait, I forgot the ponytail. I was like, so in it for a second then. My brain's like, "Bleh?" Okay, let's add it on this side. But yeah, if we just do like a little bit and then it poofs down into it here, then we can avoid having to change the silhouette.
Diamonds. 10,000 diamonds. And how to achieve it?
Oh.
An Omega business
No,
imperium.
not that one. Yeah, I need to make my own playlist so we don't have to do that. Oh, Lord, okay. There we go.
You forgot your shield again and lost your shulker box. Do you mean to die? Just one hit from a shulker and you fall into the sky. Don't you know I can't work with a purple belt like you? I'm a green belt, kinda like a scallion, so move. I'm working with someone else. Yeah, see it's green, he can't have his pesky birds to himself. Bought your clothes off your cousin that rich, and the cost of my tree would make you sick of splitting loot with you. Wish I knew what I could do. Do you even bust? You forgot your shield again and lost your shulker box. Do you mean
No, wait, why have I cropped my reference image when I'm literally drawing the whole of him? Oh, I'm gonna have to find it again. Oh, give me a minute. This has been happening a lot. It's because I have it. The image I'm using as reference is the like official bit of promo art, right? So I have it saved from when I did the keychains. There it is. It's kind of far back, is what I was saying. Oh wait, the promo bit doesn't actually go that far past his. Oh, that's not very helpful. Okay, we're gonna make it work though. We'll just have to kind of make up what goes past there, unless maybe his Minecraft skin shows it. Maybe I'm gonna check. Give me 2 seconds. You just enjoy the little guy on the stream. Where is? It's just like trousers, isn't it? Yeah. I'll get a reference image up anyway though. I'm not sure it's gonna be super helpful.
the ocean calls me? That salty air.
Okay.
I cast my hook into the water, not a book, another bottle. Waves are taunting, who says I care? Forever searching for what is mine. I check the rules, what goes to you is what I lose when you pull the line. What are the odds? Swimming in cod. If I could fish for a wish with it, I'd save all the time I've lost. All I want to say I've caught just one drop, just on that hook. I get a mending book when all
Okay.
What are the odds? Swimming in cod.
Okay, I think I can work with this. I'm definitely feeling this a lot more than I was the other one, so that's good. I might move her up slightly, just so they're on the same island. Maybe more? There-ish, and then that means I can draw the rest of his foot as well. And then obviously for these guys I can put the moon in the background as well. Maybe that is too big, possibly? I kind of want to obscure Appo's hair as much as possible, because this is, her spot is going to be where Outsiders Owen is in the other one. And yeah, so the more of her hair I can obscure, the better, especially lower down. Let's leave it there for now, but I might move it or possibly get rid of it as well. I think I'm happy with that though. Let's do some flipping just to make sure it's not like secretly awful. His mouth is slightly too far to the side, but we can fix that when we do the line out. Okay. Let's put these in a sketch folder then. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of sketches. Oh my gosh, line out time. We're actually making progress now that I've left that horrific looking flower husband's drawing behind. No more of that. Alright, who shall I start with? Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Stop doing that. Okay, I'm gonna start with him, and then I can overlay her over the top. In fact, should we just remove her completely for a minute, and I can focus on him? Actually, let's get our references for him back up then. Oh, you're loving this? Thank you, I'm glad. I've learned so far that for some reason when I stopped drawing vampire stuff, my ability to draw just left me, so we've left the flower husband's drawing behind, and we're just gonna make it work with more vampire stuff. I think the brush might need to be a little bit smaller. VSMP more animated in terms of character design. Yeah, that could potentially be part of the problem. I think I really like that for vampires they have the proper references that you can use their design, because obviously when you're going from the skin you have to make it up a little bit. So I definitely like that. But I think it's also just because this is specifically what's on my brain at the moment, and you know, sometimes your mind's just like not in it. Like, as much as I love Flower Husband's, that is very old. like, what's that, 2021? No, it's not. It's almost 5 years old. Jesus. It's almost 5 years old. Oh, I can't. I can't be thinking about these things. But yeah, it's old. I think my brain is just not quite as invested as I once was in it, maybe.
So I will tend to my machines. You better start running. You can laugh and poke and tease, but fear what the goat's becoming. I'm fresh out of mercy.
Yay, Docm
Don't
song.
you see your threats mean nothing to the man who knows the secret codes? It's the games you played and the game you chose. Let's make this
Actually, slightly insane to think that I'd never watched a doc video before season 11, and now my art is one of his thumbnails. What? Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy. He's actually such a vibe though. I didn't realize that people, apart from, like, obviously I know Cleo is not PG in streams, but apart from Cleo, I didn't realize that there were other hermits who weren't in their streams. And then I went on to a doc one during that stream weekend, and whoa. In the best way possible, whoa. But I love the vibes in his streams, honestly. I didn't realize it been 5 years. I know, considering I'm only in this for about 18 months. Gem is also not PG on stream. Is she not? Really? Really? I've definitely watched a few of hers, but I think it's usually only like the Phasmo ones and stuff, so maybe I'm just watching the wrong ones to see that. Plus, most of the time I'm not awake at the right times for her, so if I do watch her, it's usually a VOD. The people I watch the most are Jimmy, because his are always at the right sort of time for me, like his are 5 PM for me, which is like the perfect time. Cleo, for similar reasons, and also because they're one of my favourites ever. And then Impulses, but again, mostly in VODs because of time zones. The Phasmo streams are like my favourite thing ever. I am one of the strange people that can fall asleep to them. Is she not? Is she not live early enough? She's live at like 7 or 8 typically. I don't know. Like for me, I just always end up missing them. I don't know if it's because by that point in the day I'm just doing something else. I don't know, honestly. Oh, here's something fun though. Tonight I might do Jev for the first time. It depends how I'm feeling after Viva La Vida's come out, but I might because I have all the stuff ready. I made the last couple things this morning, so like I may as well. And I definitely don't have a CMV that I need to film him for, because that would be telling. I swear, I think I do have like a redeem that's for for like I tell you about secret projects and stuff, but I can't help myself. I just do that anyway. A reel? Like Instagram? I don't know. Yeah, no, I definitely don't have something for Jevon. No, not me. Sounds so no. I think I'm gonna, because the bits I was making this morning were for like specifically the season 11 skin, like the pirate one. But the stuff I have to film, definitely that I definitely don't have to film. Oh my god! I need to stop. I need to stop. I said nothing. Watch this Scratch's timeline closely. Stop. There's nothing going on here. I mean, that thing that I definitely don't have to film for it won't be out for ages anyway, so it's fine.
Just the other day, I flew away, friends with the monsters I had to face, and sometimes I'm afraid, but we all keep moving on to the builds and the terraformed hills, using all our skills until the crack of dawn. Whoa, till the crack of dawn. Whoa.
Just say that every time you think you about spoil Chris filming for a personal project. Ah, yes. Well, do the cookies ones count as personal projects or not? I feel like they kind of are. Cookies, num num. No, like cookie CMVs. The group that helps me make all of my CMVs. That definitely wasn't a cult at one time, but that wasn't my fault. God, I still love those. Yeah. Like, I don't know if people who like are not in that server know about the lore behind it, but there is a lot of lore. Someone was making, like, back last year when we were working on Ninja Crow, someone was making like a document keeping up like track on all of the lore that was happening to do with that. But I don't know if that actually got continued or not. But it's the server that was like originally for Injured Crow and then branched out to be for like all the different CMV projects in general. It's got crazy though. I'm genuinely like, I don't think I would have enough time to explain all of the lore, but I can give a quick rundown because basically a while ago almost everybody on that side of TikTok had like cookies by their usernames and all of these different things, and people were like, what the fuck is going on? And it was because the Big B like people from Is there notes? I genuinely have no idea if that person kept track of it or not. But yeah, basically the big B's from the project started a cult within the server. That's like the very brief summary. But there was also like a war at one point between. Oh, it's so hard to explain. Like there were like, I think in the end there was like 6 people per character, right? Because it was the huge CMV that had 100 people in it. So there was like the main channels, and then there were specific channels for the characters, so that when people submitted their stuff, I wouldn't like get it lost in everything. And only the people who were that specific character could speak in those channels. So then there was like a mini war that started between the Lizzies and someone else, I can't remember who, because they were insulting each other in the channels that no one else could speak in. And then that's what eventually developed into the Big B's, sort of like calming down the situation with the war and starting a cult. So yeah. I remember trying to explain all of that to Raven the other day. It's just like some of those sentences just do not make sense. Pretty normal behavior in Discord. Exactly. I don't know what I was expecting. Like, especially since like that project came out with exactly 100 people in it, which was kind of really cool actually, because round number and all of that. But originally there was about 120 odd people in there, and some of them just didn't end up having time to film, right? So when you're inviting that many people at once, something like that is bound to happen. Integral mention. Hi, Cookie. And anything to add to my very brief explanation? I feel like I covered the most important parts of the cookie law, right? Just, oops, I can't type. That's fair, honestly. Was zoned out and just had the very end side of nuclear. I was using a bit integration. Yeah, I attempted to explain the cookie servers law, but it's a lot. It is a lot. But yeah, it's also why, like, at the end of any CMV, when we get to the credits, the bit that's like, this was brought to you by Koki CMVs, it has that image on the screen where it's like, is it, I don't use the Jesus is Big B one, but but that does also exist. We use one where it's got like all and symbols of different ones, and that was Ajax made that. One who was one of the Big Bs, made that as like the symbol of the cult. So that was the image that's now in the credits of all the projects we make. But another image that I don't know if I have on my new PC was Big B's Minecraft face photoshopped over Jesus. But I don't think that one's for sure. Very cool server, very cool Ajax. Yes, Ajax made that. Yes. It's such a beautiful image. Ajax made both of them, if I remember right. Yeah. Like both the Jesus one and the and the one that we use now for the credits.
But the real you, sister, get the cards within. And if you listen, don't you notice? If you listen, don't you wanna turn around? If you listen for a moment, in this prison you can't run from the creaking, run from the beating sound. Building, dungeon crawling, treasure hunting, collect 'em all, trading game.
We're still waiting for Jimmy to watch Injured Crow. Oh my god, I know. I'm not sure that's ever gonna happen, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be cool if it ever does though. But I have like sort of given up on it a little bit. Especially because like part of me really wants him to see that one. Part of me is also like, we've all improved so much of what we do since then that part of me doesn't want him to see that one. Like, I'd rather him see something we've done more recently, you know? But obviously that's the one that has everybody in it, so yeah. One day we can hope, yeah. Because I do remember, like, back when not as many people were making projects and stuff, he reacted to... What did I make? I made a little TikTok, like a mini TikTok collab where it was Last Life But a Song. And that one he did a little reaction thing to just at the start of a stream one time, because obviously he does like the Reddit thing, and Evil Anvil song is not copyrighted and all that. But I think now, because a lot more people are doing like CMVs and stuff, I think it's just a little bit harder. That do be how it is. And also, obviously, like, if any song that you're trying to use for them is copyrighted in any way, then it just makes it a million times harder, because you can't just put them on the Reddit anymore, like, because you don't want to get copy strike. Oh yeah, when I look back at my mind, because my friend Joko, I'm like, OMG, I improved so much, it's crazy. Exactly. I mean, for me personally, I don't think my impulse has improved. I think it's gotten worse since I lost the, since I ruined the wig. Oh, why have I just removed a load of... I did not mean to click that, but okay. Yeah, I personally would say that I've gotten worse for my impulse specifically, but just, like, the stuff in general has gotten better for sure. I miss that wig so much. I actually need to buy a new one for him specifically so I can sew the yellow back in, because at the moment I'm just using the one that I use for like everybody else with brown hair, which is honestly a bit fried as well and probably needs replacing. But yeah, I liked when I had the yellow bits sewn into it, especially for the like season 10 version of him. I don't think I'm gonna do his season 11 one though. I think I definitely had a reason when I was looking at it. Was it? I think it was because it was sleeveless. And so, yeah, I wasn't really like up for that. Yeah, your impulse pick was so cool. I loved it. Thank you. Yeah, I miss it. It's the fringe for that one got like completely fried with the crimpers that I use for it. So yeah, RIP to that wig. It got chucked before I moved to uni, so I was like, I can't save this. Oh wait, hold on, that is way too big for one finger. Oh, please, pen, keep working just a bit longer. I need to get this ordered, and then you can die. That's okay. Genuinely, I can't have another bit of like technology that I run my actual job off failing on me right now because the monitoring problem still has not been fixed. Ah. Oh. Oh wait, did we get a sale and I missed it? Huh? Did I think I might have missed it. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you so much though, Anna. If you're here. Wait, I'm I'm gonna put it on the China screen and I'll see. There it is. I missed it. Yeah, I don't know. I should have. I've definitely got something set up wrong on my PC because it should pop up as a notification in the corner and make a little noise so that I know and can react to it. Because what's probably going to have happened is there'll be a clip attached to it now where I just completely ignore it. But thank you so much, Anna, if you are here. Wow. A big fan of Korean. Fair enough. I'll pack that after stream. Thank you so much. It's especially helpful at the moment as well because everything that I'm making is going towards making the shop just as big as I can possibly get it with as much like variation of stock as I can possibly get before Teesside next year. No, this year. My brain's not here. Until Teesside because I'm going to be selling at Teesside. And I need enough stock to have a table basically. But yeah, once we're done, I will make sure that the because it should also come up with something on screen as well that should make a noise, and it's obviously not done that, so I need to make sure that's fixed. I'm gonna write that down actually, give me a second. We have just over half an hour left, by the way, until I go and get some food and get ready for the Viva La Vida premiere. Feels very exciting. Oh, I am very excited for Viva La Vida though, because I'm just repeating myself. I don't care. It's been in the works for so long. Like this is a pre-Injured Crow we're talking. Like it has been around. Like it was the second project to start in that server after Injured Crow, and both of those haven't come out yet, by the way. There's another one. I won't say the song or the specific season, but there's a limit. Oh my god, I just did. Oh dear, it's fine. There's probably not many people here, right? I need to stop. A live series. a mystery season that I definitely didn't just say. And we're still waiting on a big V for that one, unfortunately. But yeah, it's crazy because we've had so many projects come and go since then, and we still had these two just like hanging around. Oh my gosh, I need to shut up. Oh dear, this bit of trouser isn't right. There is a limited amount of cosplayers for Big B. That is definitely what I just said. I think our main problem was like we had one, right, who auditioned when we first opened up auditions, but they had to drop because they didn't have time to film, so traveling a lot and blah blah. So then, but we didn't know that for quite a long time. So we were sort of just like waiting around, hoping that they'd be able to film, and in the end, they were like, "No, I can't." So that was like half a year, and then since then, we've been like cycling through different big Bs who have been like, I might be able to film soon, and then having to drop out because turns out they couldn't, which is completely fine. It's just unfortunate coincidences happen so many times. And currently, we're on our like third or fourth big B, who hopefully will be filming soon. But honestly, who knows at this point? I think like one of our main problems we have with that one is most of the people who have Big B are already another character in that project. Like, I was about to list them off. I need to stop. I need to stop. Every time I mention CMV, someone needs to tell me shut up. Okay, I think that's his line out there. So, apple time. Oh, his arm's a bit too big. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, it's tricky for me because, like, obviously the CMVs I make or something did take a long time, and I'm like super proud of all of them. So all I want to do is talk about them, but then it's bullshit. And it's nice to have it be, you know, like exciting and a little bit unknown for a bit. Luckily, I don't think I've spoiled anyone else's projects yet, only my own. So I guess it's fine.
It'll slip through my fingertips. Many hours pass to nothing. But even though as my struggles grow, I find comfort in one thing. When the windows close, at least I know.
The limited amount of big B cosplayers, though, that is such a thing. Like when I was casting for Injured Crow, we got like so many applications for like, you know, G and Scar and Momo and like everyone like that. And then we genuinely had 5 applications for B. 5. And so I had to accept everyone who had him because like because if anyone doesn't know, the application process for Injured Crow was before we had the server set up, so it was like a Google form, and one of the questions was like which lifers do you have? So I had to literally go through, and the first thing I did while casting was go through, find everyone who had B and put them down as B, because that was all I could do to try and even out the numbers. And even then, we still ended up with like 6 of everybody else and 5 of him. Oh, it's spoiled my own CV, so I just love talking about what I'm working on. Exactly. And my mum knows about every project I'm in. She has no choice. But she's supposed to watch them all. My family are very much like, that's a stupid hobby to have, so they don't get to know. But all my friends get sent them, especially a couple of my friends who I constantly pester because I get them to spell check them for me. So like every month or so, I just message being like, "Hi, can you spell for me?" Oh yeah, Big was really hard to find. Then there's a couple more Big B cosplays. Yeah. There is a lot more now, because I think partially because there are a lot of CMVs and people realized that there was like not many, but also just because I actually don't know. I think that might be the main reason, because I started Critter, is the cookie in the chat the person you're referring to? What you mean when I say cookie? Or when I'm talking about Big B? Both Momo and Ajax got updates throughout the whole editing process of my series. Yeah, I don't really share like a lot while I'm editing them because I'm like, this looks bad until it's like completely done, so no one's seeing it. But as soon as it's done, it's getting sent to all of my friends. Especially the poor people who, like I said, have to spell check them. Because I genuinely can't spell. Like what was it that I misspelled the title on? I'm just trying to run through the projects that I've done in my head, because there was one where I genuinely misspelt the title, and I sent it to one of my friends who is into the fandom, but like not as much as I am, being like, how can you spell check this? And he was like, is the title, oh, it was The Brink. It was The Brink, The Life Through His Losers one, because I spelt losers with 2 O's, and he was like, what? You've literally spelled the title wrong. When you say cookie, I guess. No, so when I say cookie, or like I'm talking about the cookies, right? Cookie is the server that we use to make the CMVs, like it's called Cookie CMVs. But then the people in it are called cookies, right? But then Cookie Ducky is like in the server, is a separate person. Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain it. Yeah. So like when I say at the end of my projects, like thank you to the cookies for like making it, like helping me make this, I'm referring to like all the people who are in that server who've been on in all the projects instead of just Cookie. Is it easier with confusion? You can call me Grey or even Ducky. Ah, yeah. For some reason in my brain you're always Cookie, but I think it's just because that's like the first half of the username, you know? But that probably would help. Oh my gosh, pen, please stop running out like halfway through a brush stroke.
You don't have to do that.
Set off my own alarm, the mob's disarmed me without any warning. So I grab a potion just to focus. Could I make a machine explosive? Maybe a way to let bees stop and smell the roses. No time to breathe, though the world is open. Gotta have a plan to set it in motion. What's a rule that can't go unbroken? When pigs fly, I'll design a new invention. Gotta try to add to the cave of contraptions. It's all in good fun, yeah, I need drama.
It's always a shock when people call me Cookie because I'm so not used to it. I forget that it's my username over my online name, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I experience the same thing when people say Critter rather than Rowan, because I recognize that like mostly within this side of the community, people more so would know me as Critter, right? But obviously in my brain, that's not my name. So yeah, I totally get it. Oh, water? Once again, don't have any. So let's go fill up the coat. You zoned out. What happened? We were talking about like online names versus real names. Like when it's weird when someone calls you by a different one. Because like personally, I'm very used to people calling me the wrong name because obviously, you know, trans. I've changed my name. Like it happens. But it's like a different kind of wrong name because it is the right name at the same time. Like I have no issue with people calling me Critter. But it's still like slightly weird when someone like says it with words because you're used to seeing it in message, right? Okay, I'm having a drink. Okay. Yeah, like I think the weirdest thing for me is like when I'm in an SMP and someone like says out loud like Critter, because yeah, it's one of them things where I'm very used to being called it when it's written down, but it's not like something that I'm used to being said to me out loud. Okay, so when I see Critter in LondonCon, come and say hi, Ron. Good, bad. I don't really mind, honestly. Like, my real name is Rowan, but if people want to call me Critter, then that's totally fine too. It's just like something my brain isn't as much used to, so I might not like respond as quickly. Because again, it's one of them things where it's like a double take. It's like, is that me? Oh yeah, it is me. Oh yeah, that's real. Like if I'm cooking a bit still weird. Exactly, that's exactly what I mean. Like no issue with it. It's just sometimes feels a little, like unexpected, I guess. Especially when it's someone actually saying it and not in a message. Exactly, exactly. Because I think for me as well is like Rowan is very much like it's my real name, it's the name that is associated with my business because obviously it's literally like stuff by Rowan, so there's that very close connection between that and like my work, whereas Critter is like more like my hobby stuff, you know, like with my that's why the cosplay accounts are under that name because I want to have them slightly separate from my actual work. So it's kind of nice to be called that in a setting where it's like, you know, just for hobby. But then, yeah, it's a weird one to try and explain. But yeah, it's like because my business is not really ever mentioned on my cosplay stuff because that's like for fun, for a creative hobby that I can have that's separate to work, you know? So that name is like in a very positive way associated with like nice things. I usually switch between Critter and Rome when I mention you in conversations and stuff, but really random when I say Critter, I do think of a caterpillar. So in my mind, just the caterpillar when you're a Critter. Should I change my PNG just to a caterpillar? I'll be a caterpillar. I genuinely couldn't even try and explain to you where Critter came from either because it was like the middle of the night and I was like, I'm burnt out with art. I want a creative outlet that isn't work. I'm gonna do cosplay again, even though I've not done that for like 3 years, because why not? And I guess, yeah, first thing that came to mind. I need a caterpillar critter at some point, that would be the silliest. Maybe I could make like an alt PNG that I put on occasionally that is a caterpillar. Maybe I should. I definitely don't have time to be drawing up another PNG to model right now, but I will maybe do that at some point because that could be fun.
Mischief always give a little time, you'll be a witness.
Yay, snail CMV song.
It all begins. Summoning a snail, a trail, the sneaky business.
I had a moment then when I was like, has that one come out yet? Have I just made a horrible mistake? But that one is out. That one is out. I'm okay to say that. Hey, my username is Surrender. I think it's slightly inspired by Cookie. Oh, with the Cookie, but still no idea how it came to Cookie Ducky. Yeah, that's fair. That's so fair. I have no idea where it came from. Like I said, literally the middle of the night.
About a secret technique. Yeah, you see, these snails know how to be sneaky. They're scheming, chaotic.
Genuinely though, on like a slightly more serious note, the coming back to cosplay genuinely saved like my creativity, because I was at the time I was doing my A levels, and I was like, obviously I was doing an art A level, so that was making me feel really uninspired because I had a horrible teacher for that, and she was just sapping like all of my creativity. And then obviously the only other art I was doing outside of that was for work, because my business was really starting to grow at that point, which is definitely not something to complain about, but at the same, because obviously I get to do what I love for my job, like that's literally the best thing ever, but at times it can be a bit like, you know, because my hobby is my job, it can be like that association in my brain can make me I don't know, it's a weird thing to try and explain. But yeah, at the time I was like really just not feeling it with art at all, and then I started back up with a different form of creativity, and it genuinely really helped. So that's a fun little thing. But that's why I still keep those two a bit more separate, and don't really talk about my business at all on there, because I like having that separation of like for fun and for work, you know. Like if you comment something about my business on my cosplay one, it'll probably just get deleted. I have done that before. I thought I was reading something. It was so funny because at first I was like, I don't even know if I want to let people make that connection at all. And I had a couple people, which I really didn't expect, commenting going, oh, you kind of look like stuff I wrote. And I was like, oh shit, I've been caught. And yeah, those were very quickly deleted. But then I was like, what am I doing by like hiding this? I'm like achieving nothing. I can have them separate while still having to not hide that I am the same person, you know. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, so I probably class when I dropped out of school, and GCSE art took a lot of the joy out of art for me, because it didn't feel like art, it just felt draining, if that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. GCSE art wasn't too bad for me personally, I think just because I had like the best teacher ever. But when I moved into A level and I had a different teacher, I really started to feel it. It was, yeah, she was very like, she was one of those art teachers very stuck in a very traditional way, and anything that's any different from like the norm in art is just not acceptable. So as someone who draws quite stylized and a lot of digital, we did not get on at all. I had many an argument with that lady. And she was just like, especially because in A level you have a part where it's your personal study, and it's supposed to be that, you know, it's supposed to be looking into something that you personally find really interesting. And I had proper arguments with her because she was really trying to push her own sort of well, it just felt like it wasn't my own project anymore, you know. So I had a lot of arguments with this teacher about this problem specifically. So I was like, this is my personal study, and I'm just doing things that you want me to do rather than anything that I actually want to do, and it's making me not want to do anything. And then in the end of an A level in art, you have to do a 15-hour exam So it goes up from the 10 hours that you do at GCSE to 15 hours we did it over 3 days, where you finish your project and you spend about half a year leading up to this 15 hours planning everything out to the last little detail, so you know exactly what you're going to do in those 15 hours, and you have books and books full of coursework that contain all of this planning. And 2 weeks before that 15-hour exam, after the whole half a year that I'd spent planning a digital animation that she knew about that I was going to be doing in my 15 hours, she came up to me and said, so we actually can't be bothered to accommodate you doing digital art, so you're just going to have to do a different project. After half a year on this project, 2 weeks before the 15-hour exam. But me being the very stubborn person I am, just went from doing what I'd originally planned was going to be a digital walking animation. In the end, I just drew it out frame by frame, traditionally instead, because I was like, I'm not going back and redoing this whole fucking project just because you can't be bothered to accommodate me. Because it's one of those things where it's like, you can do digital art in your A-level and GCSE exams, you just need slightly different accommodations than what you would if you were doing traditional, because they need to be sure that you can't cheat, right? So you need, firstly, one specific, we have invigilators that will usually be looking over examinations and stuff, right? So if you're going to do digital, you need one specific invigilator to be watching over your screen specifically. And they also need the device that it's been drawn on needs to be kept for the period of time after the project. So after you've done your A-levels, you usually can't get your artwork back until around October time, and so the device that you've done your drawing on would need to be held until October, and obviously that meant I couldn't use my own device because I was going to do illustration and I needed it also for my job. So I was like, I needed them to provide me one, which was supposed to be happening until, like I said, 2 weeks before, when she said that they couldn't give me an extra invigilator and they couldn't give me anything to draw on. So yeah, did not get on with her for that and many other reasons. So funny to me linking your two accounts. So I was just watching one of your businesses to recognize the background, not even you, and I was just flicking between your accounts like, wait, hang on. To me, I'm able to connect the dots. Yeah. I'm not super, like, I don't mention either on either of them, so the only time you'll ever see like those two worlds like collide is on here. That's so bad, especially if they knew what they were doing. Exactly. Well, she'd already complained to me about how she didn't want me to do digital because she didn't like digital as medium, which obviously is bollocks. So she very much knew what I was doing, even though she wasn't happy about it. Oh, honestly. And I don't want to be like completely blame the results of my exams on this teacher, but I was predicted to do a lot better in my A-level art than I did, and I can't help but wonder if I had been able to do the project that I'd actually planned for half a year, would I have done better, you know? Like, I still got into uni, so it doesn't really matter. It was just, you know, unnecessary stress. Let's put it that way. Yeah, like I was very lucky because in the end I did get an unconditional offer for my university, so it meant I didn't have to worry about my results, but I still would have liked to have done better than I did, so there's that. I could rant about that teacher for so long though, honestly. Could do a dedicated stream to it. Oh, she was not a good experience. One of my friends who was on the A-level course with me, by the end of the first year, had dropped out, and that teacher was part of the reason as well. Honestly.
without our fists. Odds will grasp mycelium. Why can't they? Why can't they?
I just realized this music is probably gonna really alter my my Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year.
Can't decide on a side, guess who's leading? If you don't think it's grass, then it's treason. Grab your shovel and start digging, cause we've got a lot to move if we're moving.
Because we did not do this a lot last year, so it didn't really affect anything. And also, the music we were listening to was just like very much like background beats and stuff, which I'm probably gonna continue using when we're doing like Minecraft and stuff. But I think for these, when I'm not really talking as much, it's nice to have like something with words, you know?
How did it come to this? Face to face without our fists. Odds will grasp mycelium. Why can't they coexist? How did it come to this? Face to face without our fists. Odds will grasp mycelium. Why can't they? Why can't they? Join the resistance. What about puzzle? Sitting on a hollow throne. Yeah, a lot is on the line. Tell me why can't. Tell me why can't. Yeah. Odds will grasp mycelium. Why can't they coexist?
I am gonna hop off in like 5 minutes, by the way. So I don't think we're gonna quite get the line out done, but I do need to have enough time to eat before Viva Vida, so we are just gonna have to stop partway through. There is a very high chance that when the keychains drop in February, it will only be Dogwarts and Pie Duo, but you know what? That's fine. It's better than nothing.
What's ours? Chest unguarded, stand our ground. Don't be cold-hearted. Called my soulmate weak at first, but we're still alive, so maybe it's not the worst. To be soul-bound, to be stuck with a man in the clouds. Hearts are dropping, so many scares that I've lost count. And it's too late to find my way out. So I'm stuck with the man in the clouds.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to start thinking about ending. Give me a minute to open up my stream manager, because I'm not gonna forget to do the read thing today. We are gonna do it if I can find the button that does it. Oh dear. Which button would that be? This one? There we go. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Who can... There's a lot of like big scary people, and we're not going near any of that. Oh, we can go to Basket. Basket of Brushes is like EU me, right? They make really cool MCYT merch and do some TMA stuff. I think Stardew stuff as well. So if you're in the EU, then you should definitely check them out. But they look like they're streaming Minecraft right now, so we can go there. I think that'll be good. Okay, we'll do that. Hopefully the buttons I'm clicking are gonna work. Yeah, I think that worked. Possibly. Oh yeah, okay, it is working. Okay, bye. That was a bit abrupt. Wasn't expecting it to work.
And warn his friends they'll face the same. Oh, how he sings.
Oh wait, it's not gone yet? Okay, I guess it takes a minute. I'll see you in a minute though.